we can legislate to try and encourage equality and social inclusion, these things will only be truly forthcoming when they are embedded in the hearts and the will of everyone. That is why effective communication of equality matters. The theme for this conference is so important.
Promoting equality is a task for all actors in society, and that is why this conference brings together representatives from national governments, regional and local authorities, civil society, social partners and equality bodies. We all have a lot to learn from each other in how we communicate and the type of messages we use, the type of means that we use, and how we can work together at different levels. For example, we organise European-wide information campaigns, but they need to complement and support national campaigns and campaigns run by different actors. For example, NGOs or trade unions or businesses or schools. We need to see how the messages can support each other.
It is that communication is very central to the work that we do, both in terms of making sure people are informed of their rights, but also to make sure that employers and service providers are informed of their obligations. And then equally importantly, communication around good practice and communication that's linked to action, so that we're working with employers and service providers to change the way business is done so that it promotes equality, accommodates diversity and prevents discrimination.
To communicate effectively, there's a few basic rules you have to follow. You have to understand who you're talking to, who's your target audience. And once you've understood that, then you can quite easily establish some basic messages.
So we have to realize the context, the environment, and really touch people's hearts and to show them the benefits. And we can only do that by talking to the man in the street and not using jargon.
This conference was a great chance for me to give a voice to voiceless, because I was voiceless, and a great chance for networking, because I met a lot of people who are struggling and fighting for the same reasons and for justice and rights in their own countries.
I think it's been a very useful 2 days, and I'll certainly be taking back a lot of contacts and some friendships and a lot of ideas.
We are dealing with the same problems, but differently, so it was really interesting to share this experience and to listen from different countries. And for me, the most interesting part was training on media, how to communicate with media, because always media we treat as enemy or just as friend. So how to show it just interesting for them.
I think it is a very important conference in the sense that the issues that we are supposed to be dealing with, we have been able to deal with here in the room. But now we got to go out and put them into practice. That is always very difficult. So in general, positively, I am happy, but we should do more. Thank you.